Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to all of you for yet another knowledge filled session of Enlighten as a part of our series Carnival of Hope Season 5. I'm Mansi Panjwani, your host for this session, a career counselor, a parenting coach, and a proud member of Deep Parenting. I believe, as expected, we have most audience as Gen Z here. However, we've invited parents and young adults too. So let's try to make the session a little interactive. So can I request to quickly type T if you're a teenager, Y if you're a young adult, and P if you're a parent. Let's start. I'm looking for responses. Teenagers, young adults, parents. Okay, okay, a mixed crowd. Great, great. So I'm sure all of us are tech savvy here, whether we are using our cab service, driving down, or locating our routes towards any destination, we are using GPS. Yes? Interestingly, here we have a live GPS session today for a destination which is overcoming emotions of grief and anger. Our speaker today is Ms. Guneet Kaur. Guneet Kaur is a child psychologist, a parent coach, and founder of ACE Academy of Parenting. With a passion for helping families thrive, Guneet has guided countless parents towards calmer, more connected relationships with their kids. At ACE Academy, she combines practical tools with heart, helping parents turn everyday chaos into confidence. So before we start, I just have a request if you can switch on your cameras to make the session more live. I would want to see more and more faces here. Let's attend this session in a more lively fashion. Thank you. Another thing, for any questions and queries, please keep typing in the chat box or park them for now, and we'll address all your queries at the end of the session. So let's get ready to laugh, learn, and leave with strategies that really work for all of us. So over to you, Guneet ma'am, for this session today on emotional GPS, finding your way through grief and anger. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mansi. Thanks for the lovely intro. And I'm really glad to be here. Everybody, thank you for showing up today. And give yourselves a big hand for showing up because you're about to learn something very interesting. Uh, we are here to talk about something that doesn't always get talked about enough. We're talking about big emotions. Think like anger, sadness, and grief. Now, these feelings can hit hard, especially for teenagers, because teenagers feel a lot more than the adults. If an adult feels this much, a teenager will feel this much. You know, my hands can not go wider because the camera will not adjust, but I hope you get the drift. And these feelings can actually make us feel out of control, overwhelmed, or even many times alone. It feels like we are alone in this world. And the truth is, no one, no one in this world gets through life without them. Not me, not you, not Mansi, not Simona, not anyone for that matter. I'm just reading a few names. I don't mean to pinpoint anyone, please. But here's the good news. Big emotions aren't bad emotions. They're part of being human. And when we learn how to understand them, how to handle them, we'll be able to support each other through them. And then we will get stronger and not weaker. So this workshop is a space to be real, to learn some tools, and remind each other that we don't have to figure it out alone. Are we sharing I can see the screen. Can someone share the PPT, please? Thank you. Thank you so much, Simona. Now, on to the next slide. I am going to ask you a very a very simple question today. How's the weather today? And that would tell me a lot. So, weather could be I'm sunny, I'm chill and happy. I'm cloudy, kind of low on energy. I'm tornado, stressed and all over the place. I'm frosty, feeling quiet or shut down. I'm thunderstorm. I'm rainy. I'm sad. So, please type in your weather today. What is it at your specific end? Quickly, can you please give me some answers here? Oh, thank you. I'm sunny, cloudy, exhausting. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much, so much, so much. Thank you for sharing. Really appreciate it. That's between sunny and cloudy. That's like a whole lot of climate map. But jokes apart, just like the weather, our emotions shift and change. We all know that. And that's totally normal. Stormy weather is also a part of normal. Rainy weather is also part of weather that we experience. Yeah. So today we are going to learn how to handle those weather patterns when they get stormy. Yes? Can we move forward on this? Next slide, please. So I'll tell you I recall a very interesting, not interesting actually. I recall a story, not a, I mean, it's an incident. When I was in high school, one of my friends lost her grandma, someone she was very, really close to. For weeks, she barely spoke about it. And honestly, neither did we. We were just teenagers. We were scared to bring it up. We thought, what if it makes her cry? What if we remind her of the pain? So we just tried to keep the things normal. But one day, out of the blue, she just said, I wish people would just say they're sorry or ask, how am I doing? It's like everyone forgot that my grandma mattered to me. That moment hit me hard. I realized that avoiding her sadness didn't protect her. It just made her feel all the more alone. Since then, I've learned that talking about grief or sadness doesn't make it worse. It helps people. It helps people feel seen and supported. And that's exactly why we are here today. So, why do you think? You must have seen the song, must have seen the movie Encanto. And in that, there's a song that says, we don't talk about Bruno, no, no. So why? Why don't we talk about this Bruno? Because as a society, people push around to stay positive, push us to stay positive. Just cheer up, look on the bright side, or only good vibes. Now, this can make people feel like negative emotions are embarrassing or wrong to have. But again, as I told you, it's all a part of the weather map, right? Now, the other thought that we don't talk about the Bruno is because we fear making it worse. A lot of people avoid these topics because they don't know what to talk. For a very long time, a very personal incident, my husband didn't know how to offer his condolences. I mean, we were very young when we got married, but he didn't know. And I said, just say that you're sorry for your loss, and that's it. Or that you're sorry for the pain, and that's about it. He was just scared. People worry that they'll say the wrong thing or make someone feel worse. So they rather stay silent. Then there's also that people see talking about these big emotions as weakness. They mix up emotion for weakness, which is not true. And there's a myth that strong people don't break down or cry or lose their temper. No, you don't have to be in control or tough all the time. There are times when you can cry, you can whine, it's okay to lose control. It's okay. That's the whole part of you. Otherwise, you're killing a part of yourself, and no one would want that. Yes. Also, another thing is that this topic makes people uncomfortable. Sadness, grief, anger. This can remind people of their own pain or helplessness in the situation. So they change the subject or offer quick fixes. Acha ye kar lena, acha wo kar lena, and then back away because they also don't really know how to handle it. So we are never really taught how to talk, how to handle it. Most of us grow up without good examples of how to talk openly. Not just in India, it's a taboo all over the world. People don't talk about these emotions. They want to shut it down, shove it to the deepest, darkest corner of the wardrobe. Feels like that. So we fumble, avoid, or suppress. But that's exactly why this workshop matters. We are here to break that silence. Unprocessed emotions don't just disappear, they manifest as anxiety, panic attacks, and more. The more you suppress, the more you will stress. Avoiding today will lead to emotional overwhelm tomorrow. And at the wrong time, at the most inopportune time. Another thing which I like to mention here is you don't inherit trauma, but you inherit the coping mechanisms. So that's why awareness is the first step to breaking the cycle. And healing is proactive, not reactive. Waiting for breakdown to seek help only prolongs the pain. We ourselves have to start working on our sadness, anger, and grief to feel better. Okay? Feelings don't, avoiding the tough feelings don't make them disappear, but facing them can make us stronger and it can bring us closer to the people who matter. Next slide, please. Let's talk about one of these big emotions, and that's anger. Anger is a normal and a natural emotion. It's what you feel when someone or something, situation feels unfair, frustrating, or even when you're hurt or scared. It is like your brain has alarm bells. It tells you something is wrong here and pushes you to protect yourself or fix the problem. But here's the tricky part. Anger is loud, but it doesn't always tell the full story. Underneath the anger, suppose anger is here. So underneath, there are layers to anger. Underneath the anger, there's often another feeling like a sadness or fear or embarrassment. And sometimes we miss that feeling just because we are stuck on the surface reaction. I'm talking about me as a person. If I get angry, anger is loud, right? I get angry and I'm loud. But then there is a hidden feeling there, like a sadness, a fear, or embarrassment. And if I'm very, very angry, I might tend to just get locked in that surface feeling. I might not delve into myself about why am I feeling that anger. Or I might just be tired and frustrated. I will not get there if till the time I'm angry. However, feeling anger is totally okay. What matters is how you handle it. Whether you blow up, bottle it up, or find a way to express that it doesn't hurt yourself or the people around you. So think of anger like a fire. In winters, it can warm you, right? And keep your house running. Or it can burn you and everybody nearby if you let it get out of control. Can you have the next slide, please? Now, there are three options with anger. One is stew in anger. अंदर दिमाग में चलता रहेगा, चलता रहेगा, चलता रहेगा, चलता रहेगा, चलता रहेगा, चलता रहेगा. You lash it out. Second is you lash it out on your near and dear ones, on whosoever is surrounding you, maybe your co-workers, maybe your family, maybe your friends. And third is ignore it. So what are the, there are some effects that these actions will have on you. Effects of when you stew in anger, hold it in and replay it in your mind. You will feel tired, stressed, drained. You hurt your own health, headaches, stomach aches, trouble sleeping, because your body will express it somehow, even if you try and not show it on the surface. Body has a way of expressing it. Mysterious pains. Somebody will have, as you get older, it might be a back pain or a knee pain or something. That also is a manifestation of anger. So, and when you're younger, sometimes stomach aches, headaches, trouble sleeping. Mama, I can't sleep tonight. Why? Maybe there's a hidden anger there. So, anger builds up and gets bigger over time. Then you get distracted from what really matters, like your friendship, your relations, your studies. You really get distracted. Your sports, because you're stewing in anger, your performance will suffer. You start feeling sad, hopeless, numb underneath the anger. So stewing, I think, is not a good option. What do you say? Type Y for yes. It's a good option, and no, it's not a good option. Quickly give me an answer. No, no, no. Yes, somebody said ignore it. Oh, wow. Okay, we'll come to that as well. Okay, let's take it. Lash it out. Okay, so what happens when you lash it out? Explode, yell, or act aggressively. आज मैंने ग्लास फोड़ा, आज मैंने ये फेंका, आज मैंने वो फेंका, या आज मैंने अपने बच्चे को डांट दिया, या आज मैं मम्मी पे इतनी जोर की शाउट किया. That is also not an option, because you say or do things which you regret later in a fit of anger. You hurt people or you push them away, people whom you care about, your friends, your parents, your siblings. You damage your trust with family and friends. And then if people start avoiding you or stop listening to you, कि ये तो कभी भी lash out कर देगा या कर देगी, तो again, your image is gone. You may get into trouble at school, home, or online, if you have a habit of going and putting everything on the social media. I'm angry, da 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 da. You're gone. And what happens when you? So I think lashing it out also is not a good option. If you agree with me, type agree. Thank you. Somebody did say lash it out. Not a good option. Saying sorry, yeah, that's we'll do that. I'll discuss that, Shomaji. Agree, agree. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so now let's go to ignoring it. Now, when you ignore it or pretend it's not there, this thing did not happen. So what are you doing? You're trying to fool yourself. Yes? Then small things will set you off faster next time. Anger leaks out in unexpected ways. You struggle to focus or think clearly. So now, just to end this with a reminder that anger in itself isn't bad. It is how you handle it that makes the difference. So bottling up, blowing up doesn't make it go away, right? Lashing it out, stewing it doesn't work. So there's another option. Can we have the next slide, please? Thank you. So I'm going to give you here 5 easy steps to handle anger. Absolutely easy. Point number 1, Step one, notice it early. The earlier you catch it, the easier it is to handle. So ask yourself, how will you notice it early? Ask yourself, what's going on in my body right now? Tight fists, racing heart, clenched jaw, sweaty palms, whatever is going on. The earlier you catch it, the easier it is to handle. Again. Second, pause. Let's breathe. Step away from the situation if you can. So there was a time when my toddler, he used to make me, but he had the exact button to, raise my temperature from as cool as ice and wonderful temperature to 300 plus degree, where I would be a raving and raging volcano. So what I started, I said, this is now how I should, and that would really drive me crazy because I would yell at him. And that's not the way to do it. So then I started doing it. Okay, I'm feeling very angry. Let me step away from the situation. So we started playing tag. My husband and me, I would tell him, okay, you take over. I'm going out because I'm very angry. And then I would go take slow, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Can we practice it here quickly? 3 times we'll practice. Okay? Close your eyes. Sit yourself. Close your eyes. Deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. This automatically makes you feel calmer. So pause and breathe. Yeah. Step away if you can. There are times when you cannot step away, but there are times that you can and you should step away. Right? Third, name the feeling. Say, I am feeling angry because this. Even if you can't fix it yet, just naming the feeling helps you calm down because you're acknowledging it. At a certain level, your body wants to acknowledge. Yeah? Remember that fire analogy that I had given you? Your body wants to acknowledge that a fire alarm has been rung and you are taking action on that. So acknowledge it. Ask yourself, what will choose your next move? Actually, I would rather put it like this. Next move is literally the next move. What will you do? What will help you cool down? Options: go for a walk, blast music and move, write it out, talk to someone, punch a pillow, not a person, please. So, what will help you cool down? So, for me, you would have heard of the stories where, the elders would have told you, oh, my father used to go for very long walks. Just try and ask them why. Most probably to save the marriage because he was probably very angry. Okay. But then don't forget, when you come back, you should try and talk it out, but only when you're calm. If it takes one day for you to calm down, take that day. Come back to the issue later. But don't address that issue in anger. Otherwise, you will drive the people you love away. Okay? Sounds good? Okay. Here, can you please share the anger worksheet? It's how to identify anger in yourself. Can you please share it with the audience? Yeah. Okay. Can we move to the next slide meanwhile? Or we can share it at the end and we can discuss it that way. Okay. What is grief? Now let's come to another very sensitive topic, which is grief. Grief is a natural response to losing someone or something important, somebody very important. It is not just sadness, it is a mix of many feelings. It's anger, confusion, guilt, fear, numbness. And everyone experiences grief in their own way. And that's perfectly fine. Grief generally has 8 stages, but it is not necessary that you experience all of them. You can experience some of them. You can experience maybe just one or two of them, and that's okay. Or even if you experience all of them, that's fine too. Can we have the next slide, please? So, this is 8 stages of grief. Shock. First is shock. I can't believe what this is happening. So, I'll share a very personal incident with you here. I lost my mother about 2.5 years ago. And when I stay in another city than where my mother used to stay. Uh, it was a shock. This can't be happening. I wasn't ready for it. My sibling wasn't ready for it. My children, my family, none of us were ready for it. She was just gone like this. For me, shock came second. First was denial. The phone call that came, that your mom is no more, I yelled at the person calling me, "Are you crazy? How can you even say such a thing?" So I was in total denial. I just couldn't accept it. And then came the shock for me. But that's not necessary with you. It can come in any order, or it might not come. It might just come slowly and steadily. So each person is different. For my children, pain and guilt, they thought probably because it hurts, it's somewhere their fault. No, it wasn't. It's just as God deemed it. None of us could have done anything about it. There was anger. Why did it have to happen to us? But there was no one to be blamed. She just went. The younger, my niece and nephew, they're younger. They were bargaining with God. We will pray for 1 hour full, completely sitting down. Can you please send her back? Can you please send Dadi back? That's not how it works. But we do all these things. Then there could be depression. You feel empty and whole, hopeless. So for 3 months, I did not even know how I was operating. I was just operating on an instinct. सुबह उठो, ये करना, ये करना, ये करना, ये करना. Suddenly, after 3 months, I remembered, oh, I have kids also to look after. And that's how it goes. And that's okay. Everybody has their own different way to process the grief. Then reconstruction and acceptance. So maybe I can rebuild because I understood that we have to rebuild the life without her now. So we start taking baby steps forward. And today I can say I really feel little okay again. Life feels possible. The pain isn't gone, but you just learn to carry it, grow with it. Yeah. It is different for everybody. I did not experience anger. I did not experience bargaining, and that's okay. I did not experience pain and guilt, but I did experience denial. I did experience shock, and that's okay. So, same with you. Although psychologically, in the psychology books, the grief has 8 stages, but you don't have to go through all of them. It just comes naturally. Okay. Can we please move to the next slide? It's very important. How it looks. How it looks is How do you identify? How do you roll with it? How do you know that it is grief? There's no right way to grieve. Some people cry, some people feel numb. Like I told you, I was numb for about 3 months, and then suddenly I woke up. Oh, I have children to look for. Look up. Some get angry, and that's okay. All are normal. And grief can come in waves. Have you ever been to a beach? The waves come, a huge wave will come, and then it'll recede. Then a smaller one will come, and then it'll recede. And then again, a smaller one will come, then again, it'll recede. And then a large one will come. And that's okay. And that's how the grief comes. It comes one day you'll be very sad. By evening, you'll start feeling better. Second day, you will be better. Third day, you'll feel okay. I'm so much better. I can laugh again. And the fourth day, it's back again with a bang. And that is okay. You might feel okay one moment, overwhelmed the next. That's how it is unpredictable. It just works in that way. But grief can happen when you lose a pet. Lose a pet as in really gum jaye, uh, when you can't find your pet, you lose a friendship breaks, a breakup, or even missing out on important life events. And the best part is you don't have to move on. Stay in the phase for as long, but take care of yourself. Take ownership of your own mind and body. That's where the real strength lies. Grief does not have an expiration date. It changes over time, but it doesn't mean you forgot the person. Can I ever forget my mother? No, never. She's been a part of me for all these years. I cannot. Like my friend, she was so sad. Do you think she would have forgotten her grandma? No, not at all. We still sometimes talk about her grandma. Oh, teri grandma kya karti thi? You know, that's how. And another main thing is you don't have to go through grief again alone. Sorry. You don't have to go through grief alone. Talking to someone you trust, writing, or doing something creative can help you process your feelings. A simple analogy I'll give you. Grief is like carrying a heavy backpack. At first, it feels crushing. Over time, you get stronger and the weight feels more manageable, but you still carry it with you. So, how do we cope up with grief? Such a deep feeling, right? Not an easy one to do it either. Can we move to the next slide, please? One is talk to someone you trust. You have a friend, you have a parent, you have a teacher, you have a counselor, someone you talk to. Anyone. Or maybe two people if you don't find answers with one person. That's okay. Write it out. So, what I used to do is, I used to write because the grief was so much. I used to talk to my mother every single day, even though we were cities apart, sometimes countries apart. I made it a point to talk to her every time. So what I started doing is I started writing letters to her. Then I started doing journals. Again, writing to her. I would tell her everything, write it out to her, what I miss about her, what did this person say, what did that person, whatever that I wanted to. Get creative. I wrote although they were terrible when I read them now, but at that time, it really helped me get it out. And then move your body. Walk. A simple walk helps. Try and engross yourself, not just engross, just for 1 hour a day. Just give yourself, your mind, your body a break. Move your body. Music chalao, uske saath, even if you don't want to go out to any Zumba class or something, just dance. Just sway to the music. And that's okay. Take a break from social media. Join a support group. Talk to a counselor if feelings are too heavy. Yeah. How many of you resonate with me? Thank you. Thank you for quickly answering. Let's move on to the next emotion, which is sadness. Sadness is a feeling you get when something hurts or disappoints, or something that matters to you has happened and you wish it were different. Again, it's a very normal emotion, and that can show up when you lose something important. Suppose, my son, he was really hopeful of getting into, one of the prestigious universities. When he got a rejection letter there, he was so sad, so sad. And that's okay. It's normal. These things happen. He just, and a lot of things that I associate with sadness happened to him. I'll share with you as we go about it. But you could be sad. You just had a very tough day, and that's okay. You're still sad about it. You feel left out when a group of friends that you consider friends have decided to go out without you or have made a program without you. You will feel sad. That's very normal. Again, if you fail at something you thought you will get very good in maths exam or whatever exam, psychology exam or whatever exam, but you haven't done that well, that's sadness. That's disappointment. Can we move to the next slide, please? So, how does sadness look? How does it appear? So, behavior changes often seen with sadness are number one, withdrawal from others. You may avoid friends, family, or activities that you usually enjoy. You prefer quietness or silence, speaking less, appearing lost in thought, or becoming unusually quiet. So, my son is very chirpy, normally a very happy person. He became socially withdrawn. He started preferring quietness. He would be lost in thought. So, I could really see that loss of interest. He didn't apply for other colleges because he got rejected here. He just couldn't get himself to apply because he had always dreamt of that college. Things that made him happy, like playing on video game, reading books, or whatever. He didn't want to do any of that. Changes in sleep. He was sleeping much more, but not sleeping on time, not sleeping at night. He would sleep at 3 or 4 in the morning and then sleep till 2 in the afternoon. And we know we were there with him. It just so happens that we are a very close family. So I noticed these changes in him. And I was there for him to talk to me. And we supported him through it. Changes in appetite. He was eating less, very less. He was he had tears in his eyes. There's so many things that you go through. More frequent or unexpected crying, even over small things. He was irritated, frustrated. You can also, you know, find that you are irritable, sadness in teens, especially, it can show as snapping, moodiness, or anger. So, again, as I told you, anger has layers. Yes? So, similarly, this is one of the manifestations. This might become one of the manifestations. Sadness. low energy or tiredness, moving slowly, lacking energy, appearing physically tired, difficulty concentrating, finding it hard to focus on studies, conversations, tasks, self isolation. Oh my God, this is such a big thing. You just get locked in one room, even, and you don't go online also, you don't go offline also, but you're just in one room, you don't want to come out. And that happens. And that's okay if it happens. Just talk to some. How do we handle it? Let's take a look at that. Next slide, please. How to manage it? What are some of the ways to manage it? Talk about it. Share your feelings with someone you trust. Maybe your parent. For my son, it was me and my husband. Your friend, your teacher or counselor. Saying it aloud really helps. Write it out. Move your body, physical activity. Again, as I told you, that one round of, we live in apartment building, so one round of the apartment was what I could bring myself to take. But I stuck to it, and slowly and steadily it became 1.5. Then it became 2. So that's how you have to, make yourself go slowly and steadily. Don't forget to take care of your physical health. Physical activity, even if it's a short walk, it can, it produces hormones which keep you happy and help you sleep better. Any physical activity. Okay? Write it out, use journal, poetry, letters to express what you feel inside. So even if you're writing a journal about your sadness or whatever, and that's okay. The journal will keep it safe. If you don't want to share it with anyone, write a journal. Journal will keep it safe, keep it in a safe place. It won't go and share it with anyone if you don't have to. You don't want to. No, it won't. Do something, small thing that you enjoy. Even if you don't feel like it, doing small activities you used to enjoy can help shift your mood. I still enjoy listening to Indian Bollywood music. So whenever I am a little sad, I put on a music, I put on something, and I listen to it, one or two songs, and then I'm done. Yeah, I'm little better. But that's how you manage it. Create something, art, music, dance, craft, anything. Creative activities are very safe, because if we don't give them an outlet, if we don't give these emotions an outlet, they can blast out, and then they can hurt the people that you love and care for. But another thing is, normally when we are sad, we're just on the phone scrolling these days, right?
I think there is a technical glitch. I'll just quickly connect with Guneet now. Maybe her network has disconnected.
like Karen, you have very well said, drawing and painting helps to express our whatever we are feeling. Someone said cooking. Anything else that you feel is easy as a coping mechanism for us that we can use? Any other opinion? Yes, Mansi, you want to share something? I think singing, dancing, exercise. Somebody said exercise. Yes, this is also a good option. Meditations helps a lot. Very true.
Oh, somebody said eating chocolate. Okay,
Yeah,
consuming calories, but yes, something
yeah.
works for people.
Sometime,
Yeah.
yeah, sometime it works. And uh, eating chocolate, one thing I definitely say that because of ads and all, like the duration when a girl is having periods and emotional up and down, the advertisement is like that.
We have Guneet with us. Guneet, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm there.
Come back.
So sorry, I think there was some network issue and I kind of dropped down. And thank you so much. I was listening to how, yeah, so chocolates and coffee, yes, you can have it, but in moderation. Again, we should not be depending too much on them. More is like activity, some activity that you pick up. Maybe you want to, so you can choose something like drawing, coloring, or something. Anything, maybe even just with dry pastel crayons. बच्चों के वो sets आते हैं ना camel के. Even if you're not good at that, that just motion of coloring, that is soothing. Be kind on yourself. Connect with nature. When you go off, very good. Pampering yourself. That was one thing that you can, that's always something that you can do. Get a mani-pedi done, get a facial, whatever that you want to. Yeah, you can definitely, that's good. Reading, very good. That's a good way. But again, these things, you need to set a time limit. Because yes, you can use them, but you have to use them wisely. जिसे कहते हैं ना, तुम्हें उसका बॉस रहना है, उसको तुम्हारा बॉस नहीं बनना है. You get my point? With this again, scrolling and all, you have to be in charge. Set reminder. Till today, my phone has a reminder on YouTube scrolling. 30 minutes. Take a break. And I do that. Okay, it's break time. Sometimes I'm naughty also. I move on. No, koi baat nahi. But yeah, sometimes indulgence is okay, but not all the time. Because you're still going through that coping part and your brain is rewiring. So you want to give a good input to your brain, and that's how you will get a good output. Very important. Can we move to the next slide, please? So what to do if it becomes too much for too long? कि मतलब sadness खत्म ही नहीं हो रही है. It's like it's become, रोज मैं सुबह उठती हूँ and ऐसा लगता है कि सिर पे ना एक गंदा काला बादल मंडरा रहा है. मेरे सिर पे इतना burden लग रहा है. So what do we do then? Don't fight it alone. It is okay to need support. I'm insisting it again and again. It's okay to need support. If it feels too much, reach out to a professional who can help you through it. Asking for help is being strong, not weak. Asking for help because you've recognized that you need it, right? We encourage, see, when a child is small, we encourage the child to tell us कि जब भूख लगी मुझे बता देना. ठीक है, as a mother. इसी तरह से, once we start recognizing what our body needs, we are getting stronger and wiser. We are not becoming weak. So it is, I don't know why it's stigmatized. It should not be. And I'm so thankful to God that it is getting so much better in this, uh, in India, that it's okay to seek help. Take baby steps. Take baby steps. Second, take a walk, read a book again, as somebody suggested. Do some cooking if you want. थोड़ा अचार डालो, मतलब जो भी आपको रिलैक्स करता है. और कुछ नहीं तो 30 मिनट्स के लिए टाइमर लगा के फनी मीम्स देखो, but restrict it. Imagine and send it to people whom you want to, whom you're close to, and then imagine their reaction. That will make you even laugh harder. So yeah, listen to one piece of music if you like. Breathe. Third is breathe. Breathe. Slow down. So breathing, it has been proven that breathing, the pranayams that we say, it really helps in pulling in oxygen to the brain and giving it fresh lease of life. I don't know how to express it scientifically, but it does work. And it's a practical experience, personal experience. It has worked. And I've seen it with many more people that it has worked. When a sadness feels like a dark storm cloud, take a deep breath or 10. And it will go. Remind yourself that the feeling is real, but it won't stay forever, and you will be victorious. Remind yourself, this is temporary. Even the darkest clouds move. Sadness doesn't define you. Yeah? And then talk to someone. Someone you trust, teacher, school counselor, mom, dad, elder sibling, elder cousin, or whosoever you're close to, you're comfortable with. Talk it out with them. Here, I would also I would request you to share the helpline numbers. So I have collated a list of helpline numbers. So these, if you feel that someone near you is depressed, or someone in your family is depressed, you can reach them out. They are run by the government of India, and at least 2 I know are free. Rest might charge something, but 2 of them are free, definitely. And so with this, we come to the end of our session. I really want to thank you all. You can send your feedback and queries on Ace Your Parenting. As you know, normally there are NEET preparation academies or JEE academies or whatever. So I run an academy for parents. So if any one of you has any feedback or query or doubt, please reach out to me on aceyourparenting@gmail.com or message me at 8790422525. I would request the host to basically share the worksheets. So I have prepared a few worksheets, something like where are you today? How to mark where you are today on the anger scale. Yeah. So can you please share them, Mansi, Simona, how you are on the sadness scale? And I've also curated a list of the helpline numbers. You can reach out to them 24/7. So you don't have to feel that you don't have anyone to talk to. You have people, you have professionals talking, ready to help you. Take that help. Okay. Thank you so much. And the floor is open for questions. Over to you, Mansi.
Thank you, Guneet ma'am. Amazing session. I would say full of valuable takeaways. And I'm sure everybody here loved and connected to the session as much as I did. So, I mean, it was so nicely connected, whether as a reflection of our emotional changes, how emotions impact our behavior. You connected with us so much with your experiences and the life scenarios. The techniques we keep hearing from here and there, but the way you presented it, how we have to acknowledge, how we process our emotions, it is absolutely important to express our emotions, that we are always in doubt. We should do it or not. But today we should do it, but in a best positive manner. This is something, we really learned well. So I think it is a very good effort towards our mental well-being also. Thank you, ma'am, again. And thank you, the wonderful audience, too, for making it so interactive. The kind of, messages which are pouring in, it made the session really lively. So amazing audience and amazing presenter. Thank you, everyone. So
thank you so much to the audience, and special thank you to Mansi and Simona for helping me through it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Guneet. I would request you to please put your number in the chat box so people can connect with you, because we are on time now. We are already at 6.
Yeah.
So your number. If anyone has any questions, they can get in touch with Guneet.
Yes.
Yeah, this is my number. I've already shared it, and then I'll put my email also. Thank you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate all your kind words and appreciation. I didn't realize it's already 6.
Even we didn't realize, ma'am. It was so interactive. So
thank you. Please share the worksheets. I think people are asking for worksheets.
Guneet, can you do it? Because I'm unable to share it from my end. Just check if you're able to.
Yeah, I will try and do it.
We put it on the WhatsApp group. People can take it from there.
Yeah, I can put it on the WhatsApp group. I think that's better because ekdam se, let me see if I can do it. It's just 2 minutes left.
Yeah, ma'am, please post your number again. I think some of them were not able to see it.
Okay.
I can see messages.
Share your number. The worksheets will be shared later and we can end for today.
My number, please.
Thank you.
Is this okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, the grief checklist. 8 stages of grief. Let me see if I can. I think we will share it later. Yeah, I can't wait. I think I can find it.
Mansi, you can
if you can give me 2 minutes, I can do it.
We can do it later. Mansi, please share the time.
Okay, thank you, everyone. So please stay tuned. We have more and more sessions. You have the calendar with you. So please stay tuned for more lively sessions. Thank you for your attendance and taking out time for this session. I think it was worth it. The session was really amazing. So look forward for more sessions, Guneet ma'am, from you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for coming.